Greetings everyone, my name is Alstar and welcome to the demo version of the Tempest Rising. It's something I've been waiting for a very long time. Also, I am slightly behind on the schedule with this video because I had the very unfortunate opportunity of not being able to be in front of my PC when the THQ Nordic conference happened. And while I expected to see a lot of information regarding Tempest Rising itself, what I did not expect to see is the demo version being released. And that is already one massive point for the developers, that they gave us something we can test out. In the current age of gaming, demo versions are dying. And that for me is always a plus. Anyway, this version only has one mission, if I recall correctly. I tried to stay away from any kind of spoilers. So we'll jump in right away. I did meddle with settings a little bit. Unfortunately, there are no subtitles, so all the audio will be, well, only here. You can't read the text. Well, let's get going. We have a mission 1 for the GDF forces, Global Defense Forces. Self-styled as a peacekeeping force, the Global Defense Forces are well trained and well funded and specialize in analyzing and shutting down battlefield threats. On the field, the GDF use the advanced communication technology to keep one step ahead of the enemy. Also, we have a little bit of information on Tempest Dynasty. A collection of European and Asian nations united under the one banner to stand against occupation by the GDF. The Tempest Dynasty are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve victory. They take the battle with overwhelming firepower and impressive defenses. We'll see about that. Let's jump in. I gotta say, I really like the visuals so far.
Commander, good of you to join us. Gotta say, your file was a pretty impressive read. I'm Colonel Fisher. You'll be reporting directly to me. We could certainly use someone with your track record. Intelligence has a situation brewing in, in Iceland. We have routine Tempest harvesting all over the grid, but some of the lights are going out, starting from the east coast. If you ask me, I reckon it looks deliberate. I want you to do a sweep of the area and flush out any Dynasty forces you might find. Remind them that the GDF isn't to be trifled with. I'll link your control interface to the battle network. If you've got any questions, now's the time to voice them.
Alright, so it appears we have a couple of dialogue options right away. A little bits of lore, perhaps. I'm always up for that. So let's ask some questions. Any more info about the Dynasty?
Despite what you hear in the news, the Tempest Dynasty isn't actually led by Domovoy Malkalin. You've seen his face. He's a figurehead, being puppeted around as a mascot. All because he founded the Dynasty, gave his people something to focus on in the fallout. It's PR. These days he probably doesn't know where he is half the time. The Dynasty is actually controlled by Alex Malkalin, his son. That man's the reason the Dynasty even qualifies as a military, rather than a band of old men waving their sticks at the world because of how the war ended. They're a threat, sure, but only because they think they've got something to point. That's why we're here.
Alright, a little bit of information regarding our enemies. So what is the threat level? It appears we have a little bit of disconnection.
Technically, the threat level is negligible. To be honest, I don't like it. If it is the Dynasty, they're up to something. There's a lot of Tempest all over Iceland, and you know they're obsessed with this stuff. Why go all that way just to harass our harvesters? They've got their own irradiated zones to squabble over. Let's hope us...
Let's actually try this again. Let's see if the disconnection between the video and audio will be fixed.
Technically, the threat level
There
is
we go.
negligible. To be honest, I don't like it. If it is the Dynasty, they're up to something. There's a lot of Tempest all over Iceland, and you know they're obsessed with this stuff. Why go all that way just to harass our harvesters? They've got their own irradiated zones to squabble over. Let's hope a small contingent just got a bit too big for their own boots. Watch your back out there. That's all I'm saying.
I will certainly do. Right, what kind of forces are we expecting?
According to scopes, nothing. We're chasing ghosts with guns. Maybe it is nothing, but I'll believe that when I see it. Take care of your units, and keep your eyes sharp. They're counting on you.
I guess I have no further questions. Thank you for answering everything, Colonel Fisher.
Glad to hear it. Stand by while I patch you through, and good luck. I put my neck on the block to get you this position. Don't let me...
I guess he wanted to say don't let me down, and I certainly will, considering previously you say that you actually... that my, well, background is pretty impressive. Well, I played the RTS games since 1999. So I do have a little, at least a little bit of experience. Anyway, we see additional buttons: Doctrine, Commissary Armory. Perhaps it means we'll be able to modify our units, or at least see our units. I certainly hope we can modify them. The further we go into the campaign, it would be really nice to have. But let's begin the mission, shall we? Why is Poland divided again? Why Poland has to be always divided?
Tempest harvesting operations have been disrupted in this area. Dynasty interference is suspected. Retake and hold the position. Await the arrival of a mobile construction vehicle, then build a base and recommence harvesting. Destroy any Dynasty forces and search for signs of a nearby Dynasty base.
Alright, will do. I've been very good at building bases with mobile construction vehicles. Also, a little bit of exposure to the how the political map of the world looks like. At least Europe, in this case. A very nice tidbit. Let's jump into the mission. A little bit of FPS drops. I gotta say, cinematics and the dialogue may look really nice. Yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the mission, shall we?
Battle command uplink initializing. Please stand by. Battle control online. Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting. Rifleman, move out.
It seems we got some infantry units.
Moving out.
Field scouts, anti-infantry fighter with decent range. And it seems they have some ability. Lay sensor mine. Place the marking mine at the target location. Units that set off marking mines are marked and the area is revealed. Marked enemies generate intel when killed. So it costs 100, cooldown 30, and what is that to? Oh, hang on. Oh, the intel. Okay. So intel is generated by killing marked enemies, but you need intel to lay sensor mines to mark enemies. I guess there will be some way to generate intel in the other ways than this one, I suppose. Also, I'm not sure if this is actually just a resource for the GDF forces, or the Tempest Dynasty will have that as well. Other than that, we have the credits, we have population. That's okay. Let's get going.
Move out.
It seems we have an enemy infantry over here.
Yes, sir.
Dynasty Guard. Oh. Info about infantry. Ghost prone at low health. Reducing incoming damage, can be crushed by most vehicles.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, so there is actually crushing with vehicles in this one. Interesting, interesting.
Commander. Sir, yes, sir. Fire, fire.
A knowledge that will be definitely used later on.
Move out.
Let's proceed forward.
Affirmative. Moving out. Fire.
That's another Dynasty Guard.
Acknowledged. You got it. Yes, sir.
I see a slight problem.
Acknowledged.
I hope the unit command tab will be... those icons will be unified the more units I will receive. Because that could be a problem later on, if they want to keep it that small. Especially consider those two arrows. I certainly hope you don't switch... if you have a large amount of units, you don't have just this small window and you keep on scrolling to find the unit on lower HP. Yeah, of course it's going to be faster to just pull the unit away,
You got it. Rifle ready. Moving out. Sir,
but we'll see about it.
you got it.
Anyway, let's get going.
You got it.
Yeah, small micro freeze over here.
Moving out. Acknowledged.
Paratroopers incoming! Good luck up there!
Fire. Engaging enemy. Move out. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir.
Let's cut your troops. This is group number 1. This is group number 2, and it seems that's a different infantry unit. What do we have over here? A drone operator. What do we have? Remote control drone. Roots the drone control in place and allows direct control of the combat drone within a fixed radius. Oh, I think I recognize this unit from the multiplayer video that was posted a long time ago. What do we have over here? A lot of barrels. And an enemy vehicle. I guess we can utilize the drone operators. So the hotkey is Z to root them down, and I probably give them move command. Yep, I do. Let's attack the barrel. Let's attack this one as well. There we go, nice. Alright, let's unroot everyone and proceed forward. Let's keep on moving. What do we have over here? Can I actually... Oh, I see a barrel. Well, we don't have to scout for anything because I just saw this and I'm already committed. Let's root the drone operators, attack the barrel, and get rid of that flame tower. Of course, after the micro freeze is over. There we go. Let's get rid of this havoc. There we go. Let's unroot everyone and proceed forward, shall we? So interesting, they actually shoot down the drones themselves, but you don't really need to put the infantry in harm's way. Also, the drones respawn themselves after a short period of time. And since we have an AA battery over here, yep, that's the same site. Let's get rid of it.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Let's see who do we get. Some vehicles.
Riot medic, ready to roll. Let's get to work.
And a medic. Riot medic. Oh, you are chunky fella. 550. Other units 120, 160. What do you have? Heal target ally. Deploy healing turret. Deploy a healing turret at the limited time at the target location. Healing turret will heal all allied infantry in a moderate area. That's interesting. That's actually sounds really good. But it costs 20 intel. Since I got another drone operator, let's add them to the team. Riot medic, you can join the team number 3, and those new vehicles I have, sentinels. Light vehicle cannot crush infantry. Marking projectiles. Swaps the marking projectiles which mark attacked enemies. Network units gain bonus range and damage against marked enemies, and marked enemies generate intel when killed. Oh, okay.
Wait, come on. Standing, avoiding orders.
So I guess I switched the mode.
On alert.
And now every unit killed that is previously attacked by this guy will generate the intel for me. So in case keeping at least one of them on the marking mode will be really good for me. Let's get rid of those structures. Those micro freezes are slightly annoying. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Let's just continue going. It seems we have some enemy forces over here.
Commander, we're under fire here. Need an assist.
Uh-oh. I can't control. My unit is under attack. I'm gonna lose this guy. Oh, he wasn't actually taking any damage. Let's get rid of this. I already have 11 intel, that's nice. Back off a little bit, perhaps. Alright, who are you guys? Grenadiers.
Secondary objective accomplished.
Thanks for the help, Commander. Standing by for orders. Avoiding orders.
Okay. Let's get the medic over here.
Commander, GDF forces collect intel as a resource. Intel is used to authorize limited countermeasures, such as unit abilities and support powers.
I already figured this out, but that's nice that we actually get this bit of information. Who are you, Grenadiers? Another micro freeze.
The Sentinel Scout Car's alternate fire mode exchanges firepower for marking rounds, generating intel when marked targets are destroyed.
Okay, so I did read this up as well. Well, we can proceed forward, I guess. Let's get rid of all of the enemies. And back off my sentinel. Something is attacking over here. It's the same site. So it's possibly targeting my drone operators. Let's get rid of that. Alright, 2 out of 4 SAM sites destroyed, which is our current objective. Let's proceed forward. 29 intel. We can actually use the infantry healing station. Also, we have this right here. Can we destroy this? This guy couldn't. Does the marking rounds have more range? 2.6 range, this has only 2. Okay, interesting. It's nice that they can actually stay behind some of the units in your army. So it will always be nice to have at least a couple of them within your unit composition. Actually, I can't possibly just switch this one as well to marking ramps.
Where do you need me?
Alright, let's proceed forward. 3 out of 4 same sites destroyed, that's nice. It seems we got some enemy units over here. Grenadier is doing a really good job. Perhaps it would be nice to actually deploy that tower over here. If I get back from the micro freeze. Oh, this guy is far behind. I see a little bit of pathfinding issues, for sure. Let's just break everything, shall we? Anyway, who are you? Tempest Miner. Light vehicle can't crush infantry. And I guess enemy refinery. It seems to deploy small drones to harvest. And the harvester exploded with refinery itself. Interesting choice. We have a radar station over here. Okay.
Have arrived.
Is this my base?
Someone ordered backup. Construction vehicles standing by, Commander. Let's build up that base. Heavy vehicle moving. Unpacking convoy.
Let's deploy the MCV.
Primary objective accomplished.
Build refinery. Let's deploy the power plant first.
Come in. On it.
A little bit of scouting. Okay, those are enemies. What do we have over here?
Construction complete.
An alternative route to destroy the same site. That's nice.
New construction options.
Nice.
Airstrike ready. Let's pick a location, Commander.
I mean, I don't mind if I do. We can also place the refinery for construction.
Constructing.
Let's watch the fireworks, shall we?
Secondary objective accomplished.
That did deal some damage, for sure.
Roger that.
Construction complete.
Okay, everyone's switching to the marked rounds.
New construction options.
We can now make barracks. Trains infantry for the GTF. Infantry can garrison inside the structure to fire out at the enemies. Oh, so it actually also acts as a bunker. Now I'm wondering if I actually put my drone operators inside. Will the drones also fire?
Construction complete.
I see, there's a drone that flies high and then descends on the construction
New
site
construction options.
after construction is complete. Let's see. Oh my lord, the drones are flying above this. Okay. I assume they are going to attack as well. What's the objective? Build a satellite uplink.
Unit ready.
I mean, getting a second refinery could also be nice.
Got it.
Let's get you inside. There we go. We have 6 drones protecting the area. Will they fire?
Our base is under attack.
Oh, the drones actually fire!
Construction complete.
Although I had to give them a manual order for this. Let's get a repair on the structure. And get ourselves the satellite uplink. Seems there is a missile trooper back here. They're not attacking by themselves. That's a problem. Let's evac everyone. Put the normal scout infantry inside. Oh. Okay, that was weird.
Commander, you can now train grenadiers from the barracks. The satellite uplink will also collect intel passively.
So when I ejected my units from the barracks, some of them spawned over here on the bridge. Let's deploy that healing tower. Mates appear to be very eager to die. I do have command abilities. Perhaps I can put them in a hold mode. Let's try to keep our sentinels alive. For some reason, my garrison does not seem to be auto-attacking the enemies.
Constructing.
I'm not sure why is that happening.
Training.
Let's get also a little bit of infantry. Can I repair vehicles somehow?
Unit ready.
I can't repair them manually.
Construction complete.
I can power and depower structures, it seems.
Constructing.
Let's get some drone operators over here, field scouts over here.
Ready.
Everyone is in the marker mode, that's nice.
Unit ready. Construction complete. Unit ready.
The drone descends and the barracks is made. Nice. I guess you can make a couple of grenadiers.
Training.
Hotkey is T.
Unit ready.
Ah, there we go.
Cancelled.
Okay. After I amass some larger number, I guess I can go in. Perhaps can you collect from this piece of Tempest?
Unit ready. Unit ready.
I did read all the information regarding the multiplayer match that the Tempest has 3 stages of growth, something like that.
Unit
And
ready.
harvesting all of it will be really not beneficial.
Insufficient funds.
Now it's always better to let it grow a little bit. It appears I'm out of cash. Yeah, this may be a problem. All of the units on this small window. This could be really problematic
Insufficient
when trying to
funds.
select anything. Anyway,
Unit ready.
I do have the airstrike ready. So perhaps I can
On cancelled. On cancelled.
wait a little bit for that money. Does it cost me intel? No, it actually doesn't. And I do notice I actually have 2 harvest reckons over here. I can easily switch between my harvesters. It appears my harvesters also went back to this field right here. Just go over here and harvest this, please. I can even sell this barracks. One of my sentinels has just perished. Why are you so eager to die? Also, this refinery is far closer. Either you can't access it because of the radar, or you're just completely ignoring it. 2.4k. Yeah, let's just sell this. We can also sell this as well, and we'll have enough for the airstrike. And that means we can proceed forwards with finishing this mission. Where's my riot medic? I can't find him. He's not really distinguishable in between all of my units. Oh, there he is. Deploy the turret. There we go, that should kill all of my infantry. Can I make more of those? Heavily armored combat support specialist. Right gun slows enemy infantry, can set up field medbay. Specialist limit reached, so I assume I can only make one of them at the time? Interesting decision. I mean, considering the healing turret and how powerful it may be, I can probably understand this decision. Can I get all of my drone operators over here? There we go. No, those are grenadiers. Alright, deploy yourselves. And give me a little bit of intel over here. I can use the airstrike over here now. And I see it already flying. And that dealt some damage. Let's just move in and finish this mission, shall we? Let's plant the preemptive healing tower. And move in. There's some of the enemy infantry units over here. Also a missile infantry. I'd like to avoid losing my final sentinel. Now I can get rid of the fine structures. The controls seem fluid despite slight pathfinding problems. Really noticeable with our medic guy when he was stuck somewhere. Can you actually go through the infantry? You can. So you should be able to easily move through your own units. Unless you're attacking, I see.
Hell yeah! That's the last of them!
And that's a mission accomplished, it seems. Do we have anything more with that?
Battle command uplink initializing. Please stand by.
The Dynasty have amassed an enormous army right under our noses. And as of 10 minutes ago, while the GDF Council was debating whether to even respond, the Dynasty have launched attacks across our western border. They've been planning this for God knows how long.
Harvesting operation sighted.
SciComm, code red. Issue an immediate retreat order to all GDF units in 10 miles. Get our troops out of there. Weapons free. These things fire, fire back. Get our drone fleet in the air and get me a satellite pointed at this. I want to know what the hell we're dealing with. I have reinforcements on their way to you. Pull that base apart.
We've discovered a strange property. On a large scale, the event could be catastrophic. Get me one of these missiles, Commander.
I recognize some of the clips from the multiplayer video, but some of them were perhaps preview of the missions that are up to come. Overall, my first impression, I actually really like what I'm seeing. There are some small problems, but let's remember about one important thing. it is an alpha version, and it is a demo. It's not something that we should judge as a final product. I can already see that we have a lot of good things to come. And I hope that Wayward is actually really happy with what he managed to pull. Because I can see... that was a man's dream, to actually make his own game. And now he's acting as a lead designer for this. I can't be more happy to see him finally fulfill his wish. Anyway, I will be eagerly awaiting any more, perhaps demo version, perhaps multiplayer betas, perhaps the full release as well. This is all from me. Thank you for watching, if you managed to survive until the end, and have a nice day. See ya.